verses and equinoxes flip. Winter slides into fall. When Winston leaves of 9 months, all the seasons reverse. The spring back and the fall over. Shuffle when you touch down at the mall. September verses and equinoxes flip. Summer becomes spring. The seasons are shuffled, the span of a year and a half. September verses and equinoxes flip. You shuffle when you touch down at the long interval. September verses and equinoxes flip. Winter slides into fall. They shuffle because it's been more than 2 years. The scenery scooping, and sweater, and swelter. They shuffle because some time.
Yes, yes, international, channel live, illegal broadcasters, bring it to your set, what, the last dragon, I get the fist first, you wanna contest the Benny Boom, your where's best to be a nurse, so she can sew up the stitches, while I get these riches, and run around town chasing these Puerto Rock bitches, don't get me mad, I react like no bitch, fuck politics, I revenge arrest, I was in war sticks, a street vet, ready to rumble anytime, no sharp physical shit, expect that I'll retaliate with
who got the hula skill, until a hula bill, nothing but that black magic, so my hula will travel down your spine, loosen up your muscles, wanna tussle, wrestle with the answer like the hustle with a summer, everybody pause like the comma, rappers study this style like Shallow or Slumber, with Buddha in my fist, so watch by me, I'm not Dutch, you can't master my time, I beat the whole I see and brain freaking out, speaking legal heart beating like a gun, reaching officer, overseeing while I'm high speed and we smoke breathing, I'm coming hard like situations like bleeding, never weekend, strong like Sam Sands, I've been locked it down like security codes, got us branded, 2 horn pale face, got me in the blind chase, rat race, no chase, so if you wanna add all this, get high, shine like the top of the pyramids, DJ Cam, channel live,
never die. Illegal broadcasting live, realize, recognize. Wanna add on, let's get high. Shine like the top of the pyramids. DJ Cam, channel live, never die. Illegal broadcasting live, realize, recognize. I bust, causing more damage than a gun with damn skills that make master sure run. Attack your ass like the Vietnamese with my black belt and street fighting at 360 degrees. You don't wanna fuck with this. Arrogant, ignorant niggas get bitten, blown up like rocket head. All the niggas that jump in your ass crib, y'all don't know me when I see you. Touch your fucking shins like Tony.
I keep the wise, I rise, cause the wisdom blood green like my eyes. High off the ism, look like Carvel, rappers be counted like Marvel. Caught up in the facts, they make us more than our 12. Style goes around like a trend, we're always in. Let's four synonyms, get more specifically on Sim. Hey, what the fuck you say? Just chillin' with DJ Cam, pumping it out. Hell, never derail. In fact, I'm murderous on tracks like Colin Burke shit. Yeah, blacking out black niggas, it can happen, trapped in pressure. But Chuck, I opened up the government's letter and said they were suckers trying to focus. I simply wrote justice, rebuilders and destruction, bringing ruckus till they die. Sunrise high like bricks and now why? That's why I keep my head to the sky. You wanna add on, let's get high. Shine like the top of the pyramids. DJ Cam, channel live, never die. Illegal broadcasting live, realize, recognize. Wanna add on, let's get high. Shine like the top of the pyramids. DJ Cam, channel live, never die. Illegal broadcasting live, realize, recognize. Realize, recognize. Realize, recognize. Realize, recognize. DJ Cam, recognize. Don't let my fuck channel live. Illegal broadcasters, Billy Boom, T5 Colossus.
I get stuck in a little always with the man of noble standing who looks down on me like I was never born. I think the major's going quite insane. He goes along the pavement and comes back again, oh yeah. I think the major's going quite insane. He goes along the pavement and comes back again like he is on parade. He's on parade, at least he thinks so. He's walking his tent for a sheltered home. Doesn't have a family and he's living alone. He remembers all the punks and the hippies too, and he remembers rocking music in 72. He doesn't understand, no he doesn't try. He knows there's something missing and he knows it's you and I. We're the younger generation, we grew up fast. All the others did drugs, taking it out on
I feel the pain of everyone. Then I feel nothing. I feel the pain of everyone. Then I feel nothing.
Esta es la nueva atracción que tenemos para llegar a Arica, weón.
over this track like a trampoline. You can call me the master of seen and unseen. I'm like a glad like zip, making MCs turn green. And ever since the age of 7 was a hip-hop fiend. Sending a shout to the backseat, my man Supreme. Representing Diamond District all the way from Queens. Would've finished up the album, but I bought a PlayStation. Now we sit for hours playing decades of education. I release stress with my ballpoint pen, making it scroll from left to right and back again. Representing for the league, 7 women. Cause we got 9 players on the team. Not players in the sense that we sit for style. It's like I bounce on funky tracks with the lyrical style. From the field to the studio, the game stays on. From the present to infinity, my vocal stays strong. You might know me from I drop my style like this. It's bliss when the microphone's inside my fist. I kiss all the sex goodbye, it's hard to resist. Now I drink the liquor down and make my system piss. About the whole fiberglass of life my body consists. I twist lyrics, cutting your style short like a brisk. It's what? Sending a shout out to Critical Chris. Food pick or commercial rappers stuck in the wicks. Sometimes vex when I flex my ill techniques. Sometimes in the mic checks my voice is too weak. I never claim to be the best MC to grab the mic. I just got a tendency to give the people what they like. I'm on the top, you're on the bottom like the caste system. I speak and people getting shocked like lightning flash victims. I inject methadone and watch your body crack up. Never get too close to get the next stack up. Got my verbs, nouns, and adjectives in perfect form. Raining over MCs like a linguistic storm. On this, I kick some offbeat, style drum stay steady. Now I pause, then flip back. Yo, sucker MCs are not ready. My pattern smooth and hidden, rough and skipping, running and skipping. Still then, hopping and kicking, flipping, front to back, back to front, side to side. Just watch the traffic I ride. Don't think that y'all niggas can't handle this. Turning bilingual, rip it in Spanglish.
Hello, my name is Lance Mountain. You might recognize me from the 401 videos. I'm usually not wearing a towel. I'm here to introduce to you the video, The Basics of Skateboarding. This video will consist of introducing you to skateboarding from pushing off, standing on your board, to the development of products, all the way up to some ramp riding and more advanced tricks. Just going through the steps of skateboarding, let you understand it and how it works better. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, this is Chad Muska. I'm here to show you the basics of a skateboard. The stuff you need to get set, to get going. And first of all, you need a deck. It's right here, basic deck, Muska model. And trucks, regular trucks right here. Have bushings in there. Trucks, grip tape. Goes on the skateboard right here, on the top. Put it on, cut little pictures in it, do whatever you want to do with it. Grip tape, wheels, and for the wheels you need bearings. These are the bearings that actually go inside the wheel. Put inside the wheel. They go on the truck right here, washers. And depends on how big your wheels are. You might want to use riser pads, risers. Make sure they go underneath the truck. It makes it for, if you have bigger wheels, so your wheels won't rub against the board. And you need to hold the trucks on. You need bolts, basic bolts. They come in all kinds of different sizes depending on if you have riser pads or not. You might need longer bolts, or if you have no riser pads, shorter ones. And basically, these are all the parts you need to ride a skateboard, get it going. Put it all together, throw the grip on there, take it out, and shred it. Right on, folks. That's all.
Hello, my name is Mike Vallely, and you've got yourself a skateboard. That's good. The first thing that I want to talk to you about is turning. And I guess what's important is getting comfortable with just being on your skateboard, whether it's rolling around in your driveway or in front of your house or even just standing on it in your living room or whatever. But once you're out on the streets rolling around, you want to be able to turn right from the start. You don't want to be going in a straight line. Turning is a really important part of what you're going to be doing. So you want to get that taken care of right away. If you're not comfortable with your trucks really loose when you first start out, you might want to loosen them maybe a turn every day and gradually make them looser and looser so that you can turn, because that is important. Once you and your skateboard get well acquainted with each other and you can roll down the street pretty good, turn, maybe tic-tac, maybe spin a 360, there are further adventures for you and your new best friend. And if you want to go down that road, one of the first things you're going to need to know how to do is ollie. Ollies are the key to just about everything you're going to be doing on your skateboard. I recommend that you attempt your first ollies in a stationary position, which means you're not rolling. And the first thing you want to work out is your foot positioning. You want to take your front foot and move it back to the middle of your board and leave your back foot on the tail. And basically what you got to do is you got to push down on your tail and bring your board, make your board rise up vertical. And as that's happening, you curl your front foot and you push it forward and you continue to bring your back leg up in a jumping position, sort of jumping. And you want to level that thing out and land it. And if you, it looks a lot easier than it sounds. So it's really important to watch the video and just get a feel for what you're seeing. All right, once you got your basic ollie down and you can do it rolling, the next thing to move on to is 180 ollies. Front side 180 ollie, back side 180 ollie.
180 ollie is, well, it's obviously an ollie where you turn 180 either front side or back side. And when you do it, you'll ollie, and your upper body will begin to turn, and then your lower body and your board will follow.
A good thing to work on while you're practicing your ollies is ollieing up and down curbs. That way you'll be able to flow through your neighborhood. And once you can ollie up and down a curb, you're ready to start working on manual tricks, nose wheelies, things like that. A manual is an ollie on your back wheels, and a nose wheelie is a wheelie on your front wheels.
Before you start trying your manuals and nose wheelies up on benches and things like that, you should probably get it wired on the flat ground first, just doing a wheelie and doing a nose wheelie, and then take it up on the curbs and move up from there.
Hi, I'm Solomon Aga, and I'm here to tell you the difference between doing a nollie and going fakie. A nollie is basically when you're moving forward on your skateboard and you do your trick off the nose, and then when you're going fakie is when you do a trick moving backwards and doing the trick off your tail. You know, it's kind of weird that it's called regular and switch because regular foot is actually a stance and goofy foot is a stance. So when you're skating goofy foot, that means you have your right foot forward. So switch to you would be skating with your left foot forward. And if you're regular foot, you got your left foot forward, and skating switch stance would be with your right foot forward if you're regular foot. So it's weird that it's called regular and switch because, like I said, regular foot is with the left foot forward, and goofy foot is with the right foot forward. So whichever way you skate, the opposite way of the way that you normally skate is switch stance for you.
What's the difference between these two boards?
Hello, my name's Paul Schmidt. We're here to talk about the history of the skateboard a little bit. Skateboarding started in the late 50s, early 60s. Classic story has people taking a roller skate, mounting it to a 2x4, and they used to use a box crate, and they'd knock the box off, and they just started skateboarding. In the early 60s, here's an example of one of the first production skateboards. They started with steel wheels and moved on to clay wheels like this, a metal truck, a wood board. Moving on to the 70s, skateboarding went into an era where it had a urethane wheel, much smoother ride, ball bearings still, a metal truck, and a fiberglass skateboard. These are an example of what most people still think a skateboard is if they haven't skateboarded in the last 15 years. On to today. Here's your skateboard you're going to buy in a department store, sporting goods store, a place like that. Here's your pro-level skateboard you're going to buy in a skate shop. The difference here is you can buy this for 20 bucks. You can't buy this for 20 bucks. The quality issue is the big thing here. This is a skateboard that's made out of who knows what kind of wood, whatever was available. There's no common consistency. This one has plastic trucks and plastic wheels. You can buy skateboards in those type of places that cost a little bit more, that are a little bit more quality. This is still a good board for butt boarding or for your little brother or sister or just your first skateboard. Hey, if you can afford one, it's better than not having a skateboard altogether. On to here, we got a pro-level skateboard of today. It's 7-ply hard maple, it's got aluminum trucks, and it's got urethane wheels and precision bearings. It's tough enough to stand up to the abuse of today's skateboarding.
How do you make a skateboard?
We're here to talk about how a quality skateboard is made. Quality skateboards are made with hard maple veneer. Hard maple veneer comes from the Great Lakes region in North America. This veneer is solid and strong. You can see we use a combination of grain going in the width and the length to make a quality skateboard. This veneer is then run through a glue machine and has glue applied to it, and then it's put in a press to be pressed. As you can see here, all these thousands of skateboards have been pressed and are ready to go on to shaping. In the shaping department, the skateboard is drilled, cut, shaped. The edges are routed round. The edges are then sanded round and smooth. The skateboard is sanded overall, and then it is painted. After painting, the skateboard is screen printed and then delivered onto the skate shop for you.
Hi, my name is Felix Arguelles, and I'm going to try and help you guys learn rail slides. A little trick that helped me learn rail slides was olling on something that's stationary, looking over the shoulder that I wanted to turn off of, turn in that direction, and keep my knees bent. As you graduate from your stationary stage, start on maybe a parking block or an obstacle a little bit higher than that, and you start to approach your obstacle on an angle, making it easier to slide off the end. And then from there, you start leaning back and balancing yourself further and sliding a little bit farther, and eventually you can slide the length of a whole obstacle or whatever you're looking to rail slide, maybe graduating to a handrail one day.
Hey, what's the difference between these two wheels?
Okay, I'm here to talk about the difference between big and small wheels. What we got here,
obviously a big wheel. Big wheels usually used for ramp skating, vert, pools, or depending what area you live in. If you have a lot of rough concrete, cracks and stuff like that, you want to ride a big wheel. Usually they're a little heavier. That's why I'd recommend a smaller wheel, a little lighter, better for street skating as long as the ground's pretty smooth and stuff. If you skate a lot of ledges, stuff like that, small wheel's good to go. Okay, there's a couple differences in width. Wider wheels tend to flat spot less because there's a larger surface area, so they don't heat up as quick. Also, wider wheels make your trucks turn a lot slower, a little more stable. Thinner wheels, they're a little lighter, flat spot easier. But if you like the squirreliness in your trucks, then narrow wheels are good. That's what I ride, narrow wheels. I like the squirrely feeling. Usually wheels are measured in millimeters. What you got here is probably like a 58 millimeter from the center out. Have a 52 millimeter here. Probably a 45 millimeter here. This is a little outdated. I don't know anyone that rides these things normal. Got a couple different durometer wheels. A durometer is how hard the wheel is. Like a harder wheel has a 99 durometer, 100 durometer. Softer wheels have a 97, 96. So the lower the number, the softer the wheel. Softer wheels are usually for just cruising on your longboards or your just ghetto setup, filming boards, whatever. Harder wheels obviously are a little faster. As long as it's smooth and rougher areas, softer wheels are definitely the way to go. Vert skating and stuff like that, people usually like the hard wheels because they go a lot faster, intense, go a little higher, all that stuff. That's about it.
Alright, hi. My name is Kareem Campbell. I'm explaining the kickflip. The kickflip is another variation of the ollie, except for you're flipping your board. You place your back foot in the center of your tail, and your front foot is in the middle, but a little bit more to your heel edge. That's where your toe placement is. When you go up for like a regular ollie, you press on the back, and you lift up with the front, and you're just flicking your toes in your heel edge. That's what makes the board spin around. And then from there, you're just learning the process of landing, just like any other ollie. There's other variations of the kickflip. There's a frontside 180 flip, there's a backside 180 flip, and there's a 360 varial flip. The frontside 180 flip is like doing a frontside 180, but you're actually flipping the board. The backside 180 is the same procedure, but you're just going a backside 180 and you're flipping the board. 360 varial flip is a little more difficult because your body is staying in place, but the board is 360 shoving, and it's giving a flip. So you're flicking it at the last moment. All right, that's it.
Hi, my name is Jeff Taylor, and I'm here to show you how to do a heel flip. A heel flip is basically the same thing as a kick flip, except for you're going to kick your front foot the opposite way. You're going to kick your front foot toward the toe side of your board. Okay, you're going to begin just like you're doing an ollie. When you start to ollie and you level out, push with your front foot, starting with your toes and following through with your heels to make the board flip. The board will rise up and level out on your feet and then land and ride away. A few times practice, and then you'll be doing it down something like that.
So which truck's going to be best for me?
Hi, my name is Rodney Mullen, and I'll say something about trucks. First thing I look at when I put on a set of trucks is basically how high the truck is. I ride small wheels. I say anything less than 52s, you might want to look into, there's basically two heights, you know. The lower trucks, if you ride something